Welcome. Today it's about Q&A about dermatology, skincare ingredients and beauty. So questions answered all about this topic, which I picked from you guys down there in the comments of my last couple of videos. So everybody who doesn't know me, let's introduce myself. Hello, my name is Dr. Liv Kraemer. Everybody is calling me Dr. Liv. I'm a board certified dermatologist in beautiful Switzerland, Zurich. So hello, if you haven't been with me, subscribe to my channel. Look my other videos, see if there are some questions you're interested in, post them down there and I might pick them. So let's start today about the Q&A. Today, the first question is from a month ago from Patunja Sinjitiye. I'm very apologizing if I haven't pronounced it well. So anyhow, he or she asked, ma'am, please tell us how to remove facial hair from face for women. So it's a she. Because I'm a 23-year-old girl and I have hairs all over my face. Please tell that I can use an applicator on my face and how to use it on the face and if it's safe. Please help. So, Pravinja Tinji, yes, you can use an applicator on the face. Why not? Just make sure that you're disinfecting or washing the face properly, that you don't have any makeup on top, because if you're removing the hair, the bacteria can go in and then you're developing maybe pimples, which you definitely want to avoid. So make sure washing it perfectly, maybe disinfecting it beforehand, applicating, and then never put a cream on top, just a gel or even nothing. And yes, it is a way of removing hair by plugging out the whole hair. All the other methods, I will hopefully make another video about best method of removing facial hairs. But to answer the questions, yes, you can. Okay, let's continue. So Omayo, he asked me a month ago in the video how to reduce blackheads. Thank you so much, Dr. Liv. It is okay to use AHA glycolic acid for oily, sensitive, acne-prone skin. Once again, thank you so much. Sending love from the Philippines. So thank you so much. Sending back from Zurich to the Philippines. So of course you can use AHA glycolic acid. It's actually my favorite ingredient because it does remove the dead skin cells and push the production from underneath. And particularly if you have oily skin, it's kind of getting the turnover and make your skin smoother. But in the beginning, you will probably feel like a sensitive sensation, tingling and maybe dryness. Why dryness? Because the dead skin cells get removed. So yes, absolutely okay. But if you feel too redness, too sensitive, so maybe start with lower concentration and slowly hurry. Okay, next question in the video of how to reduce blackheads. From Adoring Bayern. I'm very apologizing if I haven't pronounced it right. You know, me as a German, I have some problems with the pronunciation of different languages. So, hi, I have a question. Can you get hyperpigmentation caused by hydration? No. Right? Hyperpigmentation gets caused by different reasons, most of the time because you hurt yourself, either by really something happens with your skin or after a pimple, and in combination with the sun, because the sun is actually pushing the pigment production. So just because you haven't drank enough or your skin is dry, you're not getting more pigment. So definitely a no. So another question from a month ago from CF. I just have a quick question. After washing my face, I tend to apply moisturizer, then argan oil, then sunscreen on top. Does the argan oil cause bacteria to stick and make a way for blackheads? I do have some whiteheads, but they are not visible. And I also use coconut oil without water to wipe my face before washing to remove all my makeup. So CF, first of all, removing makeup with argan oil or even with coconut oil, yeah, why not? Because makeup is fat and you remove fat with fat. But it's very important to remove the residues of all fatty ingredients afterwards with a cleanser. There are some names we call a double cleansing, however, first removing makeup properly and then rinsing everything off. So all makeup removal ingredients like the face milk or oils have to be removed, because otherwise you're creating like a tent where the bacteria can go underneath. So to answer the first question, just use after washing in the morning a moisturizer and then sunscreen. Skip the argan oil, right? If you use argan oil to remove makeup, that's okay, but don't use it on top of a moisturizer and underneath a sunscreen. No, because this will really create this kind of heaviness. Watch my video about cream or serum. This might be answer your question as well. Okay, let's continue. There's another one, Xavier. 1 month ago, he or he is writing, I think it's a he, I'm very apologizing, all the names from different countries are a little bit different than here in Switzerland and in Germany. So, hi Dr. Liv, I use non-comedogenic facial oils, especially castor, olive and neem, and they're clearing my mild acne and regenerating my entire face. Congratulations if it works. I mean, it's about also differentiate between ingredients of oil and consistency of oil. So for example, tea tree oil could be in a gel, so then it's great. But if you feel like greasiness and heaviness, if you're using this on a face and you have a tendency of acne and you're sticking the kind of oil on your face, it actually most of the time worsens acne. If in your case not, I congratulate, but most of the time if people using too fatty creams or oils and keeping it on overnight or over the day, the possibility is really high that you're actually increasing bacterial and also sebum production, so increasing more pimples. I hope it helped. So, next question from Honey. He or she wrote, what about tea tree oil? That is the most popular oil for acne-prone skin. Yes, that's true. Tea tree oil, I got a couple of questions about this. The ingredient of tea tree oil is really great against acne, but a lot of you think that oil has to be an oil, but tea tree oil is also an ingredient. It could be in a gel, it could be in a very light moisturizer. So this you have to consider, not a particular oil, because again, it's about consistency, and everything what is really sticky and greasy will increase the possibility of your breakouts. So if you're using tea tree oil, try to look for ingredients, try to look for kind of moisturizers or gels which keep this ingredient. So it's about ingredient and then consistency. So it doesn't necessarily has to be the oil. Okay, I hope this answers the questions. Next one from Rebecca Silva, I hope I pronounced it right. So she wrote, so oil plus dead skin cells equals pimples. But how about if we exfoliate and then put oils? So first of all, exfoliating, yes and no. So once per week with scrubbing, so mechanically removing the dead skin cells, yes, it's a possibility, but don't overdo, because with rubbing and scrubbing, you are actually increasing shear stress, and therefore if unlucky, you would even producing more redness, particularly if you have rosacea. And by scrubbing, it also might, if you do it too harsh and too rough and not the right way, meaning on a dirty face, you may be increasing also the bacterial and breakouts. So to answer the question, is exfoliating, yes, but never more than once per week, and putting oils on top. Same thing, look at my video about cream and serum. We call it in dermatology galenic. It's about consistency, and everything what is heavy is creating a kind of glass house. What does it mean? Bacterial can grow, and if you have the tendency of redness, it gets even more red. So you have to really differentiate about the consistency, what you feel. So everything that is greasy, oily, creamy, ointment, it's nothing for you if you have the tendency for pimples or redness, as we call rosacea. Okay, last question for today. From Kafta El Alaoui. a month ago. I hope I pronounced it right. I apologize. Hey, Dr. Liv, I appreciate the effort you put in this channel. Thank you so much. I would like to ask you a question about removing makeup with oil. I'm currently taking Accutane. I find it quite difficult to remove sunscreen at the end of the day without using oil. I use oil at first and then I cleanse it with a sulfate-free cleansing balm to not dry my skin out. Is this okay for my acne-prone skin? If not, please suggest a different cleansing method for me. Thank you. So, Kafta, I hope I pronounce it right. So I know if you're using the tablet, which creating more kind of new skin and the dead skins are peeling off, this is what you feel as dryness. It's not easy to kind of balance it because you use probably different things beforehand. But this is typical where a lot of my patients suffering from. So first of all, yes, you can remove your makeup with an oil. Always kind of oily ingredients, makeup remover. So like a cleansing oil, like the pads, or even just with an oil. But you have to make sure to remove all the fatty residues afterwards. And yes, absolutely right to use a sulfate-free cleansing balm. You could also use a foam. You could also use a cleanser, a gel. However, you have to remove the oily kind of ingredients from the oil you removed your makeup before. Now I think it's called like double cleansing. So however, it's kind of logical, right? You want to remove everything with creating this glass house, which creating a kind of a heat and more bacterial underneath. So yes, cleansing oil, removing makeup, then kind of using a cleanser to remove everything else, and then apply a very light moisturizer to keep your little bit dryness under control. But please don't forget that if you're taking this tablet, it's producing more skin from underneath. So as long as you're taking it, the dead skin cells from on top will shred away. So as long as you're taking the tablet, you will feel the dryness, particularly on lips and on other part of the body. So yeah, you have to kind of balance this state of action. Okay, I hope this was okay. Oh no, one last question from Reem Doctor, so your colleague maybe. Hi doctor, can you please answer these two questions? First, how to avoid facial hair waxing breakout? Second, do you think that consuming dairy causes a worsen acne? So, hi Reem. So first of all, I made a video about avoiding breakouts after facial hair removal. Look at this video. I hopefully will answer the question. And consuming dairy, I also made a video about food and acne. So there are two medical published studies which showing, actually there are a couple of more studies showing that milk products, particularly skim milk, so the protein most of the time, can actually push or make acne worse. So you remember I was saying there's a couple of wheels moving before the big hand is moving. So just stopping dairies, so stopping milk products will not totally make you acne free, but it's one wheel, and you definitely should try to reduce the intake of the skim milk or actually of milk protein in your daily food consumption. So I think that's for now all. I hope you liked it. My first Q&A. I was a little bit nervous to have you in front of me, but I hope you liked it. Post your questions down there. I will pick them and make another Q&A. Give me a thumb up if you liked it. If you don't, switch me off. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Have a look at the other videos, and maybe you find some other question you might be interested in. So, be my friend on my other social media like Instagram, it's Dr. Liv. If I'm traveling around to all my patients around the world, I'm taking you with me on my Insta story. And I'm sometimes posting also on Facebook on Dr. Liv Kraemer, but I will try to post much more here on YouTube. So, love you all guys. See you then. And remember, sunscreen, because sun is always shining.